Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live. Yeah, it stopped recording there for a split second. I don't know why.
Man.
I don't know what that issue is.
Some difficulties early on.
Yeah, that happened
Oh
on
my
the
God.
last. That happened on the last two episodes.
It did. Always right before we go
I know.
live.
I don't
too.
understand what it is.
Yeah, it's fucking with us.
Hopefully,
It
I don't
knows.
have to do it a bunch.
Why does it know?
Twitch is
I don't know.
implementing a new
Perfectly
AI.
random.
No, it has nothing to do with Twitch. It has everything to do with
think it does.
Streamlabs. No,
Twitch.
it's pre-Twitch.
It's Twitch.
No, it's not. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
I'm
it's great
welcome
to have
back.
you.
Thank you.
Folks, it's episode 145 of the Producer Lounge. We made it. This is the last episode ever, and we have a very special guest with us today.
Very special. We're pumped to have him. Who is
he's
it, Caleb?
A legend.
Oh.
He is a demigod.
Oh.
He is one hell of a swell guy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome B. Goody.
Welcome, buddy. Welcome. We're pumped to have you.
Oh, shit.
Thanks for having me.
Of course,
man. Of course. Of course.
All right, that's the episode. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Check you later. Give us a like and subscribe. Give us all your money. No, but for
Christ.
real, I think I'm gonna change my like what I main as my compressor. You know, I think I'm gonna change it.
Oh, yeah?
Gamer terms over here.
Got a new compressor you're trying to make?
No, that's a joke.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm still gonna use C2, but I was
Yeah,
trying.
how can you not?
I was using the Bitwig stock, and it's I don't know what it's trying to emulate, but I don't like it.
Mm.
I don't like it one bit.
Oh, so you're saying Bitwig sucks?
Nope.
That's what you're saying?
Nope.
You heard it here, guys.
I'm saying I dislike their compressor.
Yeah.
And they only have one. They have a I guess they have another one, but
Yeah.
it's like
The other one is the only one I use.
Dynamics or whatever.
Yeah. I just
Dynamic
use
control.
it if I need to like do side chaining ish.
Well, sure.
kind of
I'll
shit.
use it utilitarian
Yeah.
like that, but I need like a glue.
I
need
use
like
it
a
more
quick, easy, cheap
humanitarian,
glue.
but that's
That's what I
fine.
need.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I use Procy.
Procy is the way.
Fuck my
Procy 2 is the
CPU.
Right.
What about
And-
OTT?
Oh,
I
What
use
about
OTT?
OTT?
I just don't main OTT.
That's
Okay.
that's a thing that I do use the
I
dynamic
do
compressor
use
for.
OTT.
Mm.
Yeah.
That dynamic one.
Mm-hmm.
I have a preset for Bitwig that's an OTT preset.
mm-hmm.
For their specific compressor, I'll use that all the time.
Yeah.
Gets
I'll,
noisy as shit.
I'll also use the X for just
True.
the
True.
OTT one, just like the
classic.
basic white old school one from 2011.
Yeah.
Shut up, dude. That thing works great.
I have this OTT rack that Mr. Restraint sent me, and it's literally 10 OTTs in a row. But you have the option on a macro to like adjust the dry wet and how many you want.
Mm-hmm.
But just adding it at like 10% dry wet,
Yeah, it's like
10 OTTs going. Yeah. Yeah.
it's just sucking the life out of
It's
your track.
sucking the life out of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's kind of nice though. It just
Sure, no.
explodes a sound when you
Right,
need it to
right.
explode or whatever.
Yeah. Especially.
Especially.
Expesh.
Yeah.
Expesh,
Especially with synthesis.
Yeah.
Sure.
That can be very nice. Or it'll just show you where it's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, you'll put the OTT on and you're like, ew, this sounds terrible. But then, you know, go back before a distortion somewhere and then EQ out some sections with that OTT on.
Right.
And you'll find some cleaner shit.
Or you could just slap dynamics on it, call it there before the OTT.
Sure. Right.
Mm.
Dynamics. Remind me of.
Like ozone dynamics.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Ozone.
Is that a compressor?
I think so.
yes.
Okay.
I believe
Kind
it
of know
is.
what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I just know I can pull the bass down on it, except you set bands.
Okay.
Right.
And you could just, yeah,
It's got a
compressor.
multi-band
Fuck yeah.
quality to it.
Those are always the best. If you have multi-band ability,
A lot of people use that for mastering, right?
sure.
Yeah,
Or is that a separate one?
it's good for mastering because you
Okay.
could like you could set bands for like at like 140.
Okay. Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
cut down the bass or like boost it or whatever you want. If it's like clipping on the master mix, you just set a band to wherever it's clipping. Like pull down the volume.
Oh fuck yeah!
Fixes your mix.
And
It's loud.
Yeah, and there's also like a stereo thing. You can control the stereo if you want, right? So you can just pull down the subs.
I'm not sure if you could do that on Dynamics, but on Imager.
Yeah,
Imager is
Imager.
great
Oh,
for
that's
that.
what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
I'll cut all my mono, all my sub basses. Just makes it cleaner.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. If
That's
you
the
wanna
move.
have 'em.
Yeah.
What up, Dak Rutan with the 400
he's
first
got
time
it.
chat. He knows
Damn, welcome to
how
the party,
do it.
buddy.
Holy shit.
While we're here, quick shout out to you, Dak Turin.
The crouton.
Oh, Dak Cruton.
The
The
crouton.
crouton.
Oh shit! Look at that Cruton.
Crouton.
The Cruton. Thanks for the follow
Yeah.
and for the first time chat and Crackle Blues. Oh yeah, thanks for the follow.
Welcome to the party, boys. It's a good night.
It's a good night to be alive.
So, Ben, you were saying, so you're working on FL right now. Did you
joint.
start on FL?
So I actually started in Ableton.
Oh, you started in
I
Ableton
had
and
a-
moved over.
Yeah,
love-
so I had
love this story.
Ableton, like Ableton Lite. I
Yeah,
bought a Novation
fuck that.
Launchpad after
Yep.
seeing like all these YouTube videos. People just like making all the Launchpad Lite
Mhm,
videos, like drumming and stuff. and I
Totally,
was like,
yeah.
Oh, that's how you produce.
Right.
I
I also thought
did
that
not
too.
know.
Hilarious.
So I bought one.
Yep.
Came with like Ableton Lite. Ableton Lite was so restricted
Yes,
and
you have
limited.
8.
Couldn't do anything.
I wrote several tracks in there because I didn't know. I was like, this is cool. Let me just. And then it took me like 8 months to buy Ableton.
What do you
You have
get,
to
like,
have, like,
4
s-
channels
you
or
have 8
something?
Separate
it's so
things
limited.
within one
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah, all my effects were all on one channel.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
just white noise risers and all sorts of shit happening on one audio channel.
Pretty good game. Pretty good game to
it's pretty
play.
fun.
Like you can only use 8 channels
Lots of automation.
to make your song.
It's a good
is kinda
challenge.
fun.
It's doable.
yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Absolutely. It
So-
would be annoying with like the resampling though, because you got to save one channel for
just
a while.
resampling,
That
yeah.
is just like a resampling channel, and you just put all the other excess shit like way
farther
over
down, yeah.
on the same tracks. Everything's audio except for one thing.
So you had Ableton Lite.
Yeah,
So I had
sorry.
Ableton Lite.
What
Tried it.
year was this, would you say?
I want to say like 2015, 2016.
Nice, yeah.
I had a Launchpad S. That's what I remember.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Like
Yeah.
the old one.
Yeah.
Um,
oh yeah.
1 second.
The old
I
one.
couldn't
Seems like
figure
yesterday.
it out though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ended up like trying it, like downloaded some like template like Launchpad tracks, tried them out, and they're cool. It was just like clicking loops though.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Yeah,
started like
you gotta make your own loops.
yeah. Then I like downloaded FL, downloaded a crack for FL first.
Of course.
Yeah, let's
course.
go.
I bought a Razer laptop, like a Razer Blade Stealth, I think is
Oh,
what it's called.
shit.
Classic.
Yeah.
When those
it was
were
not
hot.
good. It's just not a good laptop. Like,
Thank you,
couldn't
Margaret.
do anything on it, but it came with a lifetime copy of FL.
Oh, sick.
So I ended up arming the laptop just because it wasn't what I needed. I kept the FL license, like ended
Hilarious.
up using FL, and just like
I see.
worked out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Something
FL
that
sick.
is nice about FL is you when you buy it once, you get like a lifetime update. And I started on FL and bought it. So like a few months ago or whatever, I downloaded it again just
Hilarious.
to play around and
Just
yeah.
so you could use Harmer.
Yeah, honestly, I should
Yeah.
be doing that more.
Yeah, just make patches in Harmer and resample
Yeah.
and bring them into Ableton.
Right. I actually have you guys ever played around with making your own wavetables?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that shit's
I've not.
No? Oh, dude, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's
It gets
tedious.
so nerdy and like
Yeah.
it actually is so in depth. But I was watching there's this guy Glork Glunk, if you guys know him. He's got a bunch
I
of
know that guy.
yeah, he
Yeah.
actually I think he has
Glork Glunk.
presets built
Mr. Glunk.
into Phase Plant. Because he's just a wavetable designer genius guy or whatever, but he has this full like 3-hour tutorial video on like 12 different ways you can design a wavetable. And apparently one of his favorite ways is using Harmer and just dicking around in Harmer. So maybe I should start
Yeah, there you
pulling
go.
that guy up again.
Shout out Glurklunk.
Glork,
Glurk glunk.
What is it?
glork, glunk.
Glork glunk.
Yeah, or it might be glorg, glunk. There
Oh
might
my
not be
God.
two Ks. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Mr. Glunk.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Shout out though. That's sick.
huge shouts.
Yeah.
Huge
That's sick.
shouts. You're making shit for Faceplant? Let's go.
Yeah. And it's honestly
to me.
insane how much goes into like designing like a proper wavetable. If you're trying to make it all like, like expressive and
Sure.
like crazy into it, like there's so many fucking variables that go into it. Like that's a whole like side quest on production that you can just choose
Right.
to be like, I'm gonna be a wavetable guy.
Side quest is a great way to put it.
Yeah.
It's also like I don't use wavetables like that anymore. I remember using wavetables like that where you like cycle through them for the sound of it.
Right.
But like I haven't done that in years. I kind of just like I'll automate a part of the wavetable or something, but I never like play it all the way through as like a bass sound,
Yeah.
basically.
What are you doing, Ben? Are you like designing your patches
synthesis?
or yeah?
Depends. Like I like romplers a lot, and then
Rompler?
Yeah, like where it just pitches up and down samples. It's like a synth. It's
Okay.
not a synth, but it plays like MIDI of notes. Of like a one shot. That's
Like a sampler.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah,
a
okay.
rompler. So it's a little more. It's like a sampler, but
But it's
with
got a little more
a
guts.
little more to it. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Nice.
I'll do some sound design. Most of the sounds I use are pretty simple, like a lot of pianos. So I'm not doing anything too crazy.
Love me some EP.
Do a
Maybe
lot
some
of-
Rhodes here and there
Yeah,
or
a
something.
lot of Rhodes.
Love Rhodes, dude. Oh.
Like the addictive keys, Rhodes is really fucking good.
Oh, I've never used it. I've always wanted
It's
to
so
use.
clean.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick. And like the classic like M1 kind of stuff.
The M1 has a bunch of good like keys too,
Mm.
like pianos.
Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah, that's sick, dude.
Some sound design with Serum, like I'll make some basses, like simple basses in Serum. It's a lot of presets though. Like someone told me a while ago, like if presets are made for a reason, like there's some people like critique using presets, but like they're there for a reason. It's how you use them. Like might as well use them. Just save time. Like make a good idea. It's like you could make infinite songs with one preset.
Dude,
Do whatever you want
100%.
with it. Like process it, or even if you don't process it, make the same thing.
100%, dude. You're right. The whole same thing with like using loops, using presets, using anything that's just pre-made for you.
Rompler is a
Is it an FL thing?
FL specific thing, yeah?
No, it's like
No?
a general thing. 'Cause the M1 is a Rompler,
Do you?
technically.
What's the brand?
Oh, okay.
Which
it's,
one
it's
do you
like,
use?
It's I don't use a brand. It's just like a type of, like
It's
Which-
not.
VST.
Which specific ones do you use?
I like the M1. I like Flex. So Flex is FL's. It's like FL's built-in like synth.
Mm-hmm.
Or not synth Rompler, but like ton of presets you could sort. There's all of these macro knobs on them, so you could change them, and it's not just like stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that M1 preset, or not the M1, not preset, but that plugin. is
Oh
really nice.
yes. Okay.
Fuck
now,
yeah.
Now
Fuck
I
yeah.
understand.
So see, it's like more than it's like
Right.
sampling, but you can do a lot more with it.
That's cool.
I've never heard anyone call these romplers before.
Yeah, just
I haven't
like-
heard that either.
That's what the
So-
internet says, and I'm like, oh, okay.
What does that stand for? Like sampler and then what is that? What is the ROM?
resampling.
Oh,
maybe, or
oh,
something.
yeah. Resampling sampler. Rompler. I love it.
Yeah, I gotta fuck with this.
Pretty cool,
I'm
though.
curious what's going on here.
You could they're really good for resampling, so you could stack sounds like each like there's a choir,
Right. I mean,
strings.
It's
like-
very
I saw
similar
the choir.
to
Let's go.
it's very similar to a lot of old school synths.
no doubt.
And that's where a lot of rave stabs came from because people were playing like a choir and a blah 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 like in an 80s fucking
Mm-hmm.
pop track, and then they just grab that stab and it's
Mhm.
like a stack of a bunch of different things. The next thing you know, you've rave stab.
Yeah, just like playing like a chord and then
Mhm.
stacking the chord with a bunch of
Yeah,
layers and
right.
then just pitching it up and
Yep,
down.
yep,
So
exactly.
Mhm.
And then throwing it in
Playing
a
it again.
regular
Sampler.
sampler,
and
yeah,
just
and
repeating
bam,
it.
bam, bam, bam. And you got Rave Generator
Interesting.
2, baby.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, Generator 2 is kind of a rompler.
Yeah.
Because
It's
it
totally a
has
rompler.
m-
Yeah.
more than one sample set, I guess you could say.
I heard
Rompler.
Rave Gen samples aren't cleared. Like someone told
Oh,
me.
what?
Because they're all like technically just from like they're
Good.
Rave Gen samples are out of key sometimes. Like you have to fine tune them.
Yep.
So like
Right.
I'm pretty sure they're all just ripped from like the songs and they're not like
Yeah,
they're not even
I mean,
samples.
I mean that's
fucking
that's awesome.
amazing.
that's how every
What
I mean rave stab
Can
is
you-
in general
Yeah.
for the most part. All
Yeah.
those nostalgic ones.
I feel like you should be able to play any just one single sound out of a song
Yeah.
without any repercussion at all.
I agree too. I think it's fair game. Like if
Like,
you like
yeah.
a certain like hi hat or like I don't know a certain
and
snare,
I mean
like,
the
Sure.
other
certain break.
Yeah.
the other caveat to that is are they not cleared with like the original rave guys who used that sample? Like I doubt they're gonna care if I use Landlord, like the guys who made that track. They're
Yeah.
probably gonna be
A
like "Sick."
sample that somebody else sampled.
Yeah, they're gonna be like
It's
And-
a
"Sick."
hilarious
Yeah.
thing to get
I
mad
bet
about.
you that like the OG rave stabber guys, it was probably just a preset on some fucking
Of
like
course.
A lot of
DX
times, yeah.
whatever or something, you
Yeah.
know. So like, yeah, no one really owns that.
it brings up like splice too, kind of like where it's I don't know, it's how you use the samples and it's like everyone
Right.
can make the same thing. It's like if
Yeah.
you figure out how to make the exact sound that someone else made in their big track
Mm-hmm.
and you put that in your track, like how do you draw the line
I know, right?
for where it's like fair game or not?
Just dumb
I think
ass
that's
sound.
fair game. Like it's boring, but it's fair game.
Yeah, if
Like,
you're making a new sound that sounds like
I don't
their
want to
sound,
hear
doesn't
someone
matter.
else's sound. I want to hear your sound.
That's true too.
Mm.
That's one of my main things is the I guess the stagnation of sonics in a lot of electronic music
Right.
genres right now. Like house just sounds like house, garage just sounds like garage, res just sounds like res.
Res is a
fucking
whole genre.
Rhythm just sounds like rhythm.
Yeah.
Like drum and bass to me personally is the only ones that are like still doing weird, wily, cool shit.
But even still,
Well, yeah, there's still
D&B
like
sounds like D&B, like-
generics. There's
Right.
still generics, but there's like I feel like there's more cutting edge in that genre that there is in any other genre. There's like now some cool stuff coming out of the East Coast right now with like club. Like club is starting to get like a new fresh look.
True.
Which is tight, but there's like we need more dudes just kind of bringing their own new flavor and
Weird shit.
sounds into
you always
all
need that,
these
right?
They're just new
Thanks.
subgenres.
Right.
Yeah.
We need to like mix more genres together.
Right.
Just, like, make some
Agreed.
crazy stuff that no one's ever heard.
Yeah,
Agreed.
100%, right?
It's just like just because somebody made the drums sound this way and then everybody loved it doesn't mean everybody needs to do their drums that way.
Right.
Right.
Do your own drums.
do
Just
It
make
sounds
them
good to
as
you.
Your
good.
drums cool.
Just make them as good.
Yeah.
See, I do think there is something like I'm definitely on board with the like let's find new sounds and use sounds in a different way kind of thing. But for me, there's the sound I always come back to is like Tipper and Resident Language and like that group of guys. They use the little squonks, like the little like
Wow.
yeah, like those guys. I fucking love that sound for some
Yeah,
reason.
Is
Like
that
it's
what
so
a squonk
dumb.
is?
That's what I call it. That's what me and John call it. I don't know if that's what
Gotcha.
anyone else calls it, but I think squonk is perfect
I was trying to
for
figure
it.
that out on that stream the other
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Should we go back to the studio?
Oh
I
sure.
think.
But yeah, like those sounds, like I love that sound, and I would be so bummed if like anyone
Yeah, but
claimed
progress it.
that sound.
Just progress it. Make a new
Make it
version
cooler,
of it. That's cooler.
yeah.
Because
Right.
now when I hear it, I'm just like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
it's the same squonk again.
The thing that for me that feels sterile about that sound is like it doesn't feel like there's any randomness at all. It's so precisely. It sounds like a saw wave, just being like a lot of the time. Even though you're doing obviously
A bunch of things.
we're doing a bunch of dips and like fomenting kind of bullshit to
Pitching
try and like get it to talk or whatever. It's still to me, I just listen to it. It's like it sounds like a saw wave. I don't want it to sound like a saw wave. I want it to sound more organic
Right?
in some way.
Yeah.
I think
100%.
it needs more randomness.
That's fair. That's totally fair. There's definitely room for progression, you know,
Totally.
without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I like your squishes more than I like a squonk.
True.
Like they're just more interesting.
I'll take your squishes over your
Yeah,
squonks any
same,
day.
same. It's just
Also,
more
Ben,
interesting.
if you're not following that like I make a lot of like a left field shit that's super weird, and
true.
we always call it like squishy
Farting
because
right
it's like really like liquidy, farty, like dumb shit. Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Just like random like perks and stuff, or just like
yeah.
it's
Sometimes.
like weird sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Just sounds
almost
like
like Dirty Bird, or like old Dirty Bird almost, just like with the synths.
Maybe
more
sometimes.
weird. More
More
weird.
like
I would say even
more
weirder.
like that second day of being sick when you're on the toilet.
yeah.
Got you.
Like literally like gloopy and whatever, but yeah, I'm sure there's a hint of that in like Dirty Bird and like bass house and bass music. I've definitely heard some. Yeah, room for progression though, but
Like
that's
a dub siren almost.
not like
No.
a siren.
Here.
Um,
Don't
Guess
worry,
I just
I got
don't
Play-
you.
listen to bass music.
Where's the
so
squish?
that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Bioluminescent, squishies.
Bioluminescent.
Satori has weird new wave squishies. If you go back to the all page
Oh,
that you're on,
I don't know how
New
to
wave
move
squishies.
around.
yeah, yeah.
He says.
So bioluminescent right there, or glurping, both good. Yeah, turn it down a little, and just go to the drop.
Where's the drop?
I don't know, somewhere. 30, 40 seconds.
Can I click on this? Yes, there we go.
Very dynamic.
Oh yeah, so it sounds
See.
like that.
Yeah, lots of.
it sounds like a grime, like this grime perk. It's called like
Okay,
this old grime pack.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
sick. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, see, those sounds are way more fun than a squonk to me.
Same.
I agree. Yeah,
It sounds
that-
really wet.
It's
Yeah, it
super
sounds
wet.
super
Yeah,
wet.
exactly.
Squishy.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Wet
very
and
squishy.
squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
so
like
that
his-
kind of stuff.
Whatever this is.
Whatever
it's
that
wild
is.
as fuck, dude.
Vagina.
It's got horns.
It's a horned
Horned vagina.
ancestral vagina.
Yeah.
Psychedelic DMT ancestral vagina.
Right. I gotta get used to this new screen fucking layout over here. I
I don't know where we were going with that.
don't know where we were either, but the crowd loves it.
Crowd loves it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
So Ben, what have you been focusing on lately? Like, have you been trying to implement like new production techniques, or are you focusing on songwriting?
I've been focusing on honestly like mixing and workflow.
Amen,
lately.
bro.
Okay.
Hey, let's
Dude.
go.
Amen.
Like
brother.
I'm trying to like
End game shit.
yeah really dial in my templates. So
Okay.
it's just I could just hop on FL or hop on like whatever DAW, just work right away and not have to think about like making everything perfect. I've been sampling a lot of my own tracks like drum wise.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
and
that's
I'm
fun.
resampling them so I could just work really fast. So I have loops to work with
Okay.
for drums, but they're my loops. Like no one, you could remake them, of course, but it's like I'll resample my own loops and it makes something super unique. And I could use that as like a layer of a clap or something, like a way background layer, like a clap that I
Love
used
that.
before.
Totally.
Just
That's awesome.
Organization too. Like I'm trying to organize all my samples
Ugh,
and
fuck that.
plugins.
Fuck that. I will die with my shit unorganized.
I know you will, you motherfuckers.
My
It's
Soothe-
organized to me. I understand where everything is.
My
kind of.
Soothe 2 trial expired.
Aw, unfortunate.
And it's iLock, so I had to do a lot of work on my computer just to get rid of like
Oh,
everything iLock, so I couldn't open any of my old projects.
Oh, damn.
we may or may not be able to hook you
Fucking
up
hate that shit.
with that.
I mean, I don't
supposedly.
know way. I don't know way.
That's cool though. So are you when you're so you're resampling your perk loops? Are you building those perk loops out of just like one shots and everything, or resampling breaks or whatever samples you find?
It's really just whatever. So like
Word.
I've been using just general search for all my samples and not packs lately. So if I have a
Nice.
sound in my head that I want, like I'll just look up that sound and it will give me like 100.
Mm-hmm.
I'll click a
Yeah.
random one, just like fuck with it until it sounds. I get the sound that I want.
Fuck yeah.
Either by processing or just by finding like the sound.
Fuck
Sure.
yeah. What are
Right.
you doing for processing to mess with it? Just like EQ boosting, changing the tones,
Lately it's
distorting the fuck
been-
out of it?
Yeah, it's been a few things. So it's like EQ or it's compression, like multiband compression, EQ,
Great moves.
saturate, saturate like everything now. Like,
Amen.
literally,
Yes.
saturator on every track.
Preach.
Just
Literally.
just makes it sound wide and
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Take.
Shout out to Take.
Shout out to Take.
Shout out Colton.
Welcome to the chat, Colton.
And then
Oh.
resampling. I like delay on a lot of stuff, and I'll just automate. Like I'll put effects like reverb and delay, or maybe even like phaser on like a 32 bar loop, and I'll just automate it. So it's really, really subtle.
Right,
Like, I'll
right,
draw
right.
it
Of
so it
course,
goes
just a
at,
little
like-
bit of movement.
Yeah, maybe have like the 8th clap be like a phaser clap or something.
Right,
And then recently I've been putting like
Details.
filters on like claps on a clap layer, and
Yeah,
having the
beautiful.
filter be like completely random. So each
Oh,
clap
right,
is like
right.
slightly different.
Hell yeah.
But it's really it
Right, it's
sounds
not-
different, but it's so subtle that like it doesn't take away from the track. It doesn't make it like sound like too weird.
100%. 100%, dude.
That's what's up.
Randomness is the way.
And those
Variation too.
those like subtle little details that like the listener might not notice unless they're like trying to focus, like those add to the
But
track.
they will notice if they listen to that versus a back-to-back to the same thing without
Yeah.
all the randomness.
Like one stagnant
so
clap
sterile.
the same
Oh,
time
yeah.
every time versus like even if you have like a little notch going through it every time, it slightly changes it. Like, dude, that's the sauce.
Yeah, or even just the fourth one is like longer.
fourth
Yeah,
one is
just
longer.
Small
or
things
whatever.
like that. Like
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
a track just that much better. I feel like for like replaying tracks too, like if you find a song you like, it's easier to like. It's always cool if you have a favorite song, you like play it again like a month later. You find a new really small detail on it. Like, okay, the 8th kick has like a reverse kick right before it.
Right.
Something
Yeah,
really small
yeah.
that like you would never notice, but you just know every other element in that track.
100%, 100%. Okay, so I've been playing with this like concept a little bit. Have you guys ever fuck with this? And is this just weird? Like, I've been.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, guys.
See ya.
See ya. I'll just leave. So, let's say I have like a hip hop beat going, or even a house beat, but there's like some accent kicks. The accent kicks, I'll pitch up just like one semitone, maybe two, or maybe even like half a semitone, just to give it like a little more like lift in a little moment. So when it comes back down to your downbeat, it just adds something. Have you guys ever fucked
Crazy.
around with that?
You're insane.
I know. Next
No, dude.
level thinking.
Quarter semitones, dude.
yeah,
0.25.
actually, that's the way.
I get
0.25
is the
microtonal,
wave.
boys.
Dude, 0.25 is the sauce.
Yeah.
Just saying.
No, but for real, do you guys ever like pitch your kicks like that? Because I've been having a blast doing it.
A little bit.
Yeah,
little
I
bit.
occasionally will do similar things. It's more so like slightly longer, or it's going to be like slightly
Right.
a different pattern.
In a room or like.
Yep.
Mm.
Or cut, where I just like shelf the bottom end on like
Yep.
the fourth one, so you're only going to get chest, and then it comes back
Interesting.
with like the body, which is kind of a similar thing to what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I like where you're
got the
going
same
with
energy.
the same idea.
Right,
Any
it's the
kind
same
of
energy.
like, give me a sound that I got to work on, and then give me all the versions of things I can do with it, so I could just choose one that I like.
Right.
That's what I
Exactly.
want. So give me,
Exactly.
yeah, I'll take that.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I used to do like I would make my intro before the drop happens. I would make that kick a very different sounding kick, but I would probably use the same kick to make it. So it'd be like drastically different.
Mm-hmm.
And anymore, I don't like it as much. I think a little less variant. Well, not less variance. Less like drastic difference.
Okay.
I would prefer.
Okay.
I like that.
Subtle variation.
I like the subtlety.
Like make the
Mhm.
open
Yeah.
hat like slightly shorter for
Yep.
like, the intro. or something.
Yeah, little stuff like that, right? It adds so much to the track.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you get all sorts of energy out of that little bit of difference.
Yeah.
And
right?
like half of mixing is just making things move around each other and not be the same all the time.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
You know,
And, like,
if
just-
your brain hears the kick hit at the same time as like the bass note and there's a node, it's gonna fucking pick up on the node eventually, and it's gonna be fucking annoying, even if
Right.
it's you're not conscious of it.
yeah, it's
It's trying to be like, ew, what is the sound? And then like adjust
Right.
Your brain is trying to adjust to the bad noise.
Yeah, your brain is its own soothe.
Yeah.
It's gonna try and fight. That's why it's good to move fast and not like sit there and focus on a thing forever when you're
Right.
trying to mix. You want to just
Totally.
make quick moves, go to the next thing, quick moves, and then that's why it's good to do a lot of iterations because you like do a whole bunch of quick moves and then you walk away.
Goddamn right.
Come back and you're like, oh, there's some more shit I didn't see or I goofed or what have you. But
Changing the vibe will help.
Yeah.
Give you a new perspective on the sounds and all the things. And yeah, I can't tell you. I feel like every single. I mean, I can. And I'm going to tell you.
Tell us right now.
Give it to us, Dave.
I feel like every time I do an iteration on a thing, I like the new thing more.
Yeah.
Which maybe is just me being bored of the old thing, but it's so fucking nice to like work, make a nice snare for your song, and then be like a little bit later, make like 3 more, and then you're like, ooh, but this one
sounds so much better
This
with
one
it.
You just have a
sounded
whole new
sick.
idea. And then you have all the old samples too.
Right,
Old
totally.
samples to work with.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. And then you can make like a VIP edit one day when you come back to it or something. Yeah, and it's
Shit.
subtly different but still in the vein.
VIP.
VIP.
Black box.
that's what we like to preach, or at least me and Dave do about like, don't always nest on your first idea. Because
sure.
you can sit there like it might be kind of cool, but like just sit there and keep massaging that bitch, keep working that dough, and then it's just gonna reveal gems, dude. You're just gonna like, oh my god, there's diamonds in this bread dough. Like what the fuck?
Wow.
And
Be
what
like
a
a little
relatable
cat.
analogy.
Yeah, and then what happens is like
I know that feeling
Two Take
well.
says you add a breakbeat in the middle of your track, and then
Two Take gets it.
bada bing, bada boom,
Yeah.
we're working, cooking with gas.
That's
Know what
right.
I'm saying?
That's right.
Always add breakbeats, guys. If you're ever
Always.
concerned, if you're ever stuck, just throw an amen break on there. In pitch mode,
Or think
so
break.
it like warps, or think break, that works too.
But
or
just don't use
James
the
Brown.
yeah woo. Dude, I'm so over that. I know, and I know that's a staple
It's easy
of the
to
think
pull it
break,
out. It's easy to pull it out,
right?
Like it's not hard.
Oh. It was fun at first, like
I
when-
still love it. I love just taking the yeah woo and not having anything else in the think
That's all
break.
I do. So
Yeah,
it's
you
not
just-
even a break. It's just the vocal.
Yeah.
it's just
Make
the
your own
little,
break
But
the
or
chant.
something.
I prefer the like the other one on the other half.
The think break
of
3.
of the think break. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Like that one's so nice, especially when you pitch it up. It's great.
Isn't it weird how like just for some reason certain breaks have become the break?
What's weird to think about is a dude's like 15 seconds of like just
Full track.
fully in the mode,
Oh.
dude, your drummer just
At one with the muse.
yeah.
Oh.
In those 15 seconds that he doesn't remember at all is now in more songs than any other song there is. Just like those 15 seconds, some dude was just like, I'm going to hammer on the drums. And then and new genre was born. It's so fucking weird.
Because like
It's so fucking weird to think about.
yeah, it's insane. It's
It's
insane,
just
right?
a butterfly effect. It's crazy.
Because how many times has the almond break and think break been sampled in a song? Like
I'm pretty sure the almond break
100,000,
is the
a
most.
million.
It's the most
the most
sampled
sampled.
thing.
It's the most sampled
Yeah.
thing ever, right? Yeah.
Like
Like
good. It's so good, dude.
And
the almond
even-
break is
It
so
is
good.
so good.
I could listen to it all the time.
think about how many released songs have those breaks, and then how many songs that never saw the light of day.
At
also
least
have
300
that.
of mine.
Yes, at least.
Yeah, the rest of this podcast is just going to be the almond break just on loop.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, I'll start it up.
exactly.
Start up big here, and we'll just get it going. I honestly, I have a bunch of different variations. So,
Oh,
you know,
Mr. Break
technically-
Guy. Honestly, I think the like 90% of the breaks I have on my computer are from you.
I have lots of breaks.
Yeah. You're like the guy in the trench coat who rolls up to kids and he's like, "Yo, you want some breaks? Got some breaks here."
I mean, I'm never gonna be the guy, but I'd like to be your wavetable guy of breaks.
Oh.
But I'll never be that guy because there's guys out there that have all these breaks on vinyl, and they're way cooler than me. Like I just have samples of them, and I'm not like making square pushers style shit.
Square pusher's dope.
Square
Just
pusher
pushers
is
stuff.
a go, dude. He's so fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, John has that almond break vinyl that he has everybody fucking sign.
He has everybody signed, right? Like Feed Me signed it.
Yeah, all sorts of fucking people.
Co-
TV,
Cohen? No, not Cohen.
Alex.
Oh yeah. Oh.
We're
Yeah,
just gonna
that's-
sit here and talk over the almond break.
Yeah. God damn it, Ben. Look what you did. He actually committed to the bit.
So this is Bitwig.
Yep.
So does Bitwig have this is the DAW with the chord tool in like the bottom section, right?
Chord
There's
tool.
some,
Chord
there's
tool.
some where you could like set it to play one note, or you play one note and it will have it play like a bunch. You could set the semitones on it.
You
So
could do
play,
that
like,
in
Oh.
this. You could do that
400.
in
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
Ableton for sure.
I think you can do that in Ableton too.
Also plus 400.
the
Ableton
Bit,
2?
the Bitwig one looks like
No, I'm just kidding.
there's a special thing to it. I forgot
Right.
what it is.
Okay.
I know people use they'll run Bitwig in Ableton or like FL.
Interesting.
Is
just to
that's a
run that
thing?
chord.
I feel
Yeah.
like
What?
Are you thinking of Reason
There's stacks.
or
I swear
what's
it's
the
Bitwig.
one where it
because I
does-
found that not Carrie Chandler chord. There's one like
go to like
certain
note
chord.
effects? I think
Okay.
note effects.
Dude, I'm sure Bitwig has something like that. Yeah.
You
I
just
don't
put
use
a synth in
Bitwig, so I
there.
have no idea.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Oh, sure,
Not a flute.
guys, it's not a flute.
Okay, so in there's got to be a chord specific thing.
Yep, it's not a
Yeah,
flute.
it's definitely not a flute.
I mean, there's Ricochet,
No.
which kind of does a little thingy.
Bitwig has to have something like that because Ableton has one that's similar to that where.
You know, I have a screenshot of it on my phone because
Oh,
I
beautiful.
was trying to find this.
Oh, yeah,
one
pull
chord.
that up.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
I'm thinking about these things.
You can like chords.
The voice-
You can
the
stack
voice
Did you
stacking.
did you check the MIDI?
This is Bitwig, right?
Oh yeah, multi-note.
Okay,
Multi-note.
multi-note,
Oh,
yeah.
let's go. Let's go. Okay.
That
So I
doesn't look like
screenshotted,
a.
and I screenshot it because I was trying to find this one chord voicing like for fucking years.
Yeah.
I finally found it.
Okay.
It's like a Bitwig tutorial.
No fucking way.
nice.
Let's go.
Yeah, right there. I haven't even
Yeah,
fucked with
multi-note.
this thing.
Oh, pull up
I see.
presets.
No, I have fucked with this. So you just add. Yeah, you can do this in Ableton too. So here's just the
let's
root
go.
pitch. It'll just play whatever goes in, and then you can add plus 12, plus 7, plus 4.
Yeah.
So you just play a chord.
Octave, fifth.
We should.
Yeah.
Oh, a 4. A 4 is
Let
interesting.
me just do this.
4s are weird.
Just get a piano.
Piano.
Of course, the one piano.
that?
The one piano that
It's
doesn't
got
work.
some kind of weird quirk to it. You gotta go like select
There
the
we go.
model or some shit.
And then here, I'm sure, yeah, major 7th. Jungle.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna use that later.
Ben,
Jesus.
does FL Studio have a thing like that?
You could
Multi-note.
record the MIDI too.
Probably. There's like so much. I really like FL's piano roll because there's like so many just like features with it. You can do multi-note, but it's a little different.
2000s PS1 Jungle.
Yeah, exactly. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I got carried away.
That's cool though.
You're chilling. Yeah,
Make-
FL has like chord stamps, which what you could do, so you could like look up if I just want to like find. I don't know if I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to like draw in MIDI or like play chords and figure that out. I could just click on stamps. I think Ableton just added it, but you could do like minor ninth or like more complex ones than that, of course. but
Sure.
Like a diminished whatever, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
crazy
Oh,
stuff.
they
You
have
could just click it
chord
in one note and it will like
Right.
play like it's a multi-note. pretty
Fuck
much.
yeah. Dude, that's sick. I've never once actually in like 7 years of production played with anything like that. It'd be fun now to just be like, oh yeah, give me like a sustained 11th drop 2 or whatever the fuck.
It feels like limiting sometimes. I notice, so like that's why I don't always use it.
Right. I could see that. I feel like that's why I never, or maybe not never, but the reason I didn't use it at first is because I wanted to learn how to make those things. I didn't want to just like throw in a bunch of random whatevers. But
For
now that I like have the understanding of it and can build any of those chords, like it would be fun to just be like, oh yeah, give me like this one with this one and that one with that one and just see what happens.
I just use my centuries of knowledge of piano
Centuries.
to just play. I just play the piano,
300
guys.
years.
I just play the fucking piano, guys. Jesus
Guys.
Christ.
You don't even play the piano. You play your keyboard.
No, I have a grand piano in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
that's
have-
right. How could I forget?
Yeah, how could you forget
We
the
have
grand?
we have some piano to MIDI software that works amazing.
Yeah.
It's called Ableton.
It's
I
called
guess.
DAWs.
It's called
No,
DAWs.
actually, I took piano lessons as a very young boy, but no, at this point, I don't know if you guys saw in my studio, I took my piano out because it's not really working anymore.
Oh.
Like the keys stopped.
You went too hard on it, dude.
Yeah, I'm also
Just
okay with
session
it.
in there.
I was talking to Dave about this. Like normally, my piano's sitting right there, like above my keyboard, and I can. It's visually kind of telling me what I should do, kind of in terms of notes. Like
That's what I use mine
playing
for.
an E. Yeah, like you're like looking at it, like okay. Well,
Or you transpose a thing. Oh, it's an F.
Right.
I need to go to C. I just look at my little keyboard.
So now
Counting it.
not having it is great because I'm not worried about that. I'm just like I have my little MPD 232 that I haven't used in like fucking 6 years. But like just having a pad to like, okay, this is, C obviously. But I'm just like playing around on it and getting really weird progressions that I would never really choose because I'm not looking at a piano, which is great because the piano is telling me I need to follow the rules and I don't want to follow the rules.
For sure, just
Boring.
going by ear is really nice.
Yeah, it's the
sometimes.
best.
Just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But
I don't wanna do
go
this.
out of scale.
I don't like this on the keyboard.
That's
it's just
very
self.
fair.
I want a separate thing because I don't want to have to keep doing this and then I can control F to search or whatever the fuck. I don't.
Yeah.
I'd rather have this free. Oh,
Oh, and we're back.
we're back. Hey.
I feel like
Oh,
I
that's
just
such a
use,
good cut.
I feel like I use my MIDI keyboard like the most just for like flipping through like sounds.
Right, just
like
to
not
sit
even,
there
like,
and
playing stuff, just like
right, you just
pressing one note, like
Yeah, exactly.
trying to find like the right
Yeah,
fucking
right.
instrument.
Totally.
Yeah,
totally.
right.
A trigger point.
going through snares. Yeah.
That is something I've been playing with more though. Is breaking the scale rule.
Breaking the scale. Coming this November.
But the
I was-
breaking the scale rule.
Mm-hmm.
Or breaking the scale rule.
Breaking the scale rule. Like
Okay,
I remember. Okay,
The
so
rule of the scale.
there's this song
of
that I fucking love by this band called Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, and they make like big band like swing shit, and they have this one called King of Swing, and I was like the other week I was like I want to do an edit of this and make it like left field bass edit, and I was trying so hard, and I got all the notes laid out and everything, but something I noticed is since they're like a jazz band who's like fucking been playing shit for 25 years plus, they broke the scale so much, and it was hurting my brain because I was like, I've never broken the scale before that,
Welcome to
and they're
jazz.
doing some fucked up shit, And not only are they going out of scale, but then they're changing scales halfway in between,
Oh,
and
yeah.
just doing another like just for one section, and it's like.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's
Scales
really
don't matter.
common for jazz to have like 3 chord changes. Like
Is
just-
it?
or key,
3?
key changes? Yeah, it's like totally normal. Like, and a
That's
lot of
so
times
sick.
you'll have a key change in the middle of a solo section.
Yeah.
And so that key
Yeah.
change just sits there and repeats as everyone gets like 8 bars
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I think Deadmau5 Strobe is a really good example of
Yeah.
that because I think
Yep.
there's a key change. It's either like 2 keys or it's a key change.
Yeah, I think you're right.
During the drop.
No shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's
there's like
that's
I saw
cool.
a breakdown of it.
Yeah,
It's like
shit.
the intro starts like really simple and then it adds in a second scale like halfway
What?
through the track. It's really cool.
Fuck yeah, go Dead Mouse. Dead Moose.
Nerd.
No, fuck Joel.
What? Joel's sick as fuck.
Pre-recorded sets.
I said that. I mean, hey,
Cardinal sin of EDM.
if you want to bring up pre-recorded sets,
Number one cardinal sin of EDM.
well, every major DJ who plays at a festival has a pre-recorded set.
I disagree with that.
You disagree?
I don't
Yeah.
think define
I don't-
major
I don't-
festival.
All that and
anybody who
pre-recorded.
has-
They're not just going up there and pressing play.
Anybody
it might be
who has-
pre-planned.
No, anybody who has very intricate visuals that go along with the whole set, that is a push play.
I agree on
100%.
that, for sure.
There's no way that's lining up. Nobody's
I think
putting
there
it.
is because
No.
I've heard Subtronics and Excision both say, or maybe not Excision. Subtronics for sure has said like, "Oh yeah, I do actually like DJ live, and it's hard as fuck because I'm trying to line it up with the visuals." So if he fucks up everything.
Right. Well, then good on him. He's a 1%.
He might be a 1%.
Like, there's no way.
Well then, okay,
normal
so
people
when
do
people
that.
play EDC, are they just literally going up there and like hitting play and then just dancing?
I think they have track lists. Would be my guess. Like I don't think it's fully pre-recorded.
A
Like,
lot
that would
are.
surprise me. That's crazy.
A lot are.
That would be crazy, right?
Yeah.
At that point, why
It
not
is
just-
crazy. You're right. They have filter knobs. They have effects.
I feel like EDC is not like it's just such a range of DJs and not.
Well,
everyone
yeah. It
there
also
is, like-
depends on the DJ. Like a Tiesto, what does he need to like beat match for? He's
That's
Tiesto.
fair.
Like,
don't-
he doesn't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
We don't actually fully
Like,
know.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
This is pure
Also,
fact.
I believe
actually.
there's a way to like trigger visuals based on a tune that gets played
Sure.
to where it works out.
So that's what Excision does. That's why I brought him in, but I
Um,
haven't heard him say that he plays it all live.
So
but
I don't know
his set
how
is set up to be
everybody does
triggered.
it, but it does. Definitely, people do it all different ways.
It also
And-
depends on if you're talking about 2018 or now.
Yeah, for sure. Some people do just push play. We know that.
Yes.
That's insane.
There's
Some
also a
people
bunch
are
of
just pushing
VJs,
play.
Like at most, I don't know. Like a lot of
Sure.
shows will have, like,
VJs
people,
are a
like,
thing, for sure.
VJ.
Oh, VJs.
But
yeah.
when it's like
Which I
the
love.
massive
They
production,
need more love.
like Millennium at like the stadium, he's not DJing.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Like
Yeah,
if he
no.
fucks up, then it's
Yeah,
like,
no, it's not worth
it
it.
just loses so much production value when it's
Right.
that much money
Right.
and it's like that commercial. It's
And
like,
that's why bands are so much cooler because they do that without
Right.
pre-recorded sets.
Do.
They do.
But then also,
he said, dude.
we don't
how
have
do you
to
know
go.
bands don't use pre-records.
But
How do you know bands don't use pre-recorded sets?
Oh,
because
they're
I watched
they're
them
doing
play.
air guitar.
But yeah, it also depends on
could've
the
just
band.
practiced.
Usually they have background
No, dude.
tracks.
Any musician watching a band, they would see. They'd be like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, for
"You're not
sure.
playing." Like it's really obvious when somebody's lip syncing because they'll go like this. They'll sing all over the place, and you're like,
But the mic still
"Yeah,
sounds
the mic
perfect
sounds like
for
it's
them.
right here in front of their face the whole time." You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
"Something sketchy here."
You can usually suss it out.
Yeah,
Yeah. Definitely like pre-recorded shit is very common within bands. And there's no hate on that. Like honestly, I like it when a band has some like backing tracks.
Right, exactly.
Because I know they're on a click track, which I like that.
Agreed.
I don't want them to be fluctuating in tempo as the thing. Unless they're killers. Hey, if you're a killer, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm going to like it.
Soundboy
But-
killer.
Yeah,
if
but
you ain't
what percent are
tight
killers?
as fuck, like you got to be so good
Yeah.
to
And-
not use a click and just be fucking.
Yeah, and a click makes you so good.
Oh, that makes sense. So what if it isn't that it's all actually synced up, but Vapor Crew says there's click tracks for the VJs and the DJs where it's like, we're starting here, we have to both fucking nail this or
Yeah.
everything fucks
Oh,
up.
Totally.
sure. Oh, sure.
Totally.
But that's what I'm saying in terms of like 2018 to now. Like during the large EDM boom, I'm sure a lot were just like, no, the production value is so high, just hit play.
Yeah.
Like
totally.
now we're getting to the point where a lot of technology has come out to cater to exactly this thing. And so now they're able to like kind of
Yeah.
wrench their way to
Yeah.
success with
And
the right
everybody's
stuff.
aware
Right.
now.
That's
So they're
true.
like,
That's true.
don't get do that trick on me anymore. Sorry, artists, go be better.
Well, so is it really that like the general audience is aware, or is it just that like the producer DJs are more
General
aware?
audience.
Because how much does the
General
general audience honestly like know about what is
General
happening?
audience.
I don't think they know it all. Like
I
a
don't
lot of
think they know
people
it all
go to
either.
shows,
A lot of people don't know.
Even like underground shows, people just go, just have a
yeah,
good time.
yeah.
Like they don't
Yeah.
care about the DJ. They don't care about like who's playing. It's just like, okay, I just want to listen to music live
Yeah.
and dance.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Right.
they couldn't care less about anything else. Even if it's pre-recorded, they're like, oh,
Even if
still
it's-
is music.
Right.
all that.
You're
The
giving
only
me the
people that
vibe.
really need to know are the other artists,
Yeah.
because the other artists will fucking shame you.
Right. At the end of the day, you should be playing for the other artists.
You're playing for yourself.
Just
Yeah.
saying. Well, yeah,
Or playing
which
for
is a fellow,
yourself.
which is a fellow
Preach it,
artist.
Ben.
Oh, hey, you know what, everybody? You are your own fellow artist.
It's true. So put your standards pretty fucking high. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah, don't be a bitch.
Keep your standards high.
For sure.
Grind, baby.
And when you
Grind.
you do hear fellow artists are slandering you, just don't take it fully, but like maybe think
Yeah,
about it.
Maybe think
Think
about
about
it.
it for a
Maybe
second.
go
Think about it.
punch them
Maybe
in
they
the
have
face.
some good thoughts. Maybe
No, do
you
that.
are
Don't
ass.
listen to me.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. I'm ass, dude. If that's true, then a lot of people have been saying I'm ass, but I just kind of thought it was a joke.
Yeah. And then now you're
Oh,
like,
no.
when you realize
That's
you're
not
like,
a joke, bro.
oh shit,
Oh,
I'm gonna
shit.
go. I'm
That's
gonna go
not
spend
a joke.
every single day in the studio for the next 3 years, 2 years, and actually get better.
Well, yeah, that's the move.
It's a moment
Pull-
of enlightenment,
Pull a
and
John
awakening.
Coltrane. John Coltrane's a legend. He locked himself in his house.
Let's go.
Okay. Get a shitload of heroin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now
and
we're
get
talking.
A shitload of sheet music, blank, and come up with chords
Oof. Yeah, rhythm guys,
for like
write out your drops
for
and
like
sheet
8
music.
months.
The one note piano.
Yeah, dude. Just write out your MIDI. No, but he legit did that for like 8 months. He was just locked in his house doing heroin, coming up with chords.
That's fucking sick.
Dude's a wild, or he was
Whoa.
a
Was it
wild
good?
man.
He's
What?
dead.
Was it like good?
Oh yeah, it's like
Oh,
some
yeah,
of
it
the
was
best,
insane.
wildest jazz
Yeah.
ever. He's so good, dude.
That's what's up.
Like Miles Davis, John Coltrane.
Damn.
Miles Davis is okay.
Also, Bon Iver,
Sorry.
That's not
um,
the one.
he like went up into a like cabin in the woods.
Right, that's
Love
the
it.
famous
Yeah.
Justin
Yeah.
Vernon.
Justin Vernon, yeah. Went up for I don't know how long. I'm gonna just guess 3 to 6 months or something. But and then wrote his whole album, which I think was
I think Grizz did
For-
that too.
Grizz.
Yeah, he went up to the hills with a bunch of horn
I could see Grizz doing that.
players. This is one of his older albums. I mean, it's like
Let's go.
2017 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I can't wait. I'm literally planning when I'm like 34, 33, 30 something. I'm
Thanks.
gonna do that for
wait a little bit longer. No.
at some point.
I hope
10
you
to
get
20 years in
I
my
hope
future.
you get to.
Yeah.
right. Dude, that's one of my goals in life is to just be
I
able
mean,
to do that.
I would love to do that too. I'd love to just
I
go
want to do
get
that
a
a
fucking
lot of
condo
times.
Yeah.
and just bring up everybody's studio gear.
Oh yeah. Okay. So then at that point, it's a 400 retreat, and
Right.
then we get the boys,
And
we
we just-
get the extended
we get
crew,
our
and
own
then
spot.
We get like
build a
20
studio in the
artists
mountains.
Yeah, we
up
just
there.
built
Yeah.
the studio.
Yeah,
We have a
build
retreat.
a studio.
It's the 400 retreat.
Yeah,
And it's got a spa. It's got a day spa.
that's right.
It's
Ooh.
got a sauna. It's got a little workout gym. And then
Oh,
it
yeah.
also has like
It's got the
9
cold
studios.
plunge.
You know what I'm saying?
400 studios.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
400
Yep.
studios.
The
yeah.
400 Hills Retreat.
It's got nice places to stay all throughout it.
Yeah, we're going to call it Dovetails.
Dovetails.
Why?
I don't know. I just came up with that on the spot. 400 Dovetails in the chat. But yeah, that's basically the podcast.
Already?
Yeah, we basically did it.
That's basically an hour. We can keep chatting though. If you guys have anything else you
Good
want to
Lord.
bring up.
Do you have any?
I have
any
this big-
burning
Ooh,
topic?
I have a question for you,
Oh, okay.
Sir Ben.
Sir Ben.
Sure, Ben.
Yeah.
It's Ben, right?
Ben.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Sheesh.
You've been working on mixing. Has there been anything specific that's been like helpful or something in your mixing
Yeah, this
ideas?
is imaging everything, or not imaging everything, but imaging all my synths and just making them all sit in different parts of the mix, like frequency wise, but like stereo wise, like stereo
Nice.
width too.
Nice.
Just having like one part be like not like hard panning stuff, but just having stuff sit in different spots in like the stereo spectrum. I'm still kind of
Yes.
like learning it, and then the other thing is saturate, compress everything, like literally every
Oh,
track.
everything.
Like compress and saturate.
Yeah.
EQ. I try not to use OTT as much because I think OTT, it's cool, it's really fun, it sounds cool, it has like a very certain sound, but just takes your music, takes your sounds, squashes the fuck out of it. Even at like 2%.
I use an EQ and a clipper
on
same.
instead.
There's like G clip.
Sure.
G clip is sick.
G clip works.
Dude, I had a fucking like a year phase with G clip.
Yeah, there's a wave shaper in Bitwig I use a lot. M wave shaper is also really, really good for
it's
it.
also a good clipper. Free clip.
Is the M Melda audio?
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, I have their like.
Oh yeah, you
free-
have the
free
fucking thing
Yeah.
within
Yeah.
FL, right?
Then-
They
No,
bought.
They might have.
Oh.
They might have
I
bought
think
it.
they did.
Supposedly FL bought Melda.
I think that's right.
Right on. I know
And
That's what
I don't know
EOS
if
was
that's-
telling us.
I don't know if that's like established yet, but
I think it's happening as we
Yeah.
speak,
I've
kind of
had
thing.
their
Yeah.
plugins because I got it for like
Yeah.
M Auto Pitch. It's like the one that was like recommended
Yeah,
to me.
that was good.
yeah.
Dude, also
There's so many good ones.
one I've been absolutely fucking pumped on is their they have a turbo reverb. So it's basically
Yeah, but
like
that's not
Melda
what-
reverb.
But it's not.
What's the difference?
It's not in the free pack though.
Oh, we're talking about free pack. Oh, okay.
But yeah, the M Turbo Reverb is sick.
it's
what's,
so
what's
good.
a turbo reverb?
It's
Never
just
heard of that.
it's just they call
multiband.
it turbo.
It's just a reverb.
So
multi-band.
It is multiband though.
yeah, it's a multi-band reverb, so you can have your low, mid, highs all do a separate reverb. Dude, I've been obsessed.
That's kind of nice.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's sick, and
There's
it's so
two
easy
different
to
ones.
access the way into it. Yeah, they have
You get the regular and then the multi-band one.
yeah,
But it's
and then
just-
also the convolution.
A bunch of different
Convolution
reverbs
is
in
the
one
way.
box.
The convolution is the way,
Convolution it is the way.
Hey,
and M
convolution
is great.
is the way.
Dude, it might be the way. 4 guys just said
I
it.
mean, it is.
Might be the way.
I like the Valhalla reverbs too.
Yeah,
Like they're really
classics.
good. Like
Those
the
are
room,
staples.
Room, Supermassive, and then
Vintage.
Vintage. Yeah, I have
Vintage
all
is-
3, and they're just perfect.
Totally.
Those-
totally.
I usually-
Shimmer's great too.
I usually main vintage. I would say.
I would say
You motherfucker.
main-
I would
vintage.
say I main vintage as well. Although I
vintage.
use
I main vintage.
Kilohertz Convolver more than I use vintage.
Interesting.
I really like Kilohertz delay and like
Their
a bunch of
delay's
their
great.
plugins because it has a built-in like sidechain duck feature.
Mm,
It's
right.
so
Mhm.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
nice
yeah.
being able to like just have it built into
Yeah,
the plugin.
right? I know.
Bitwig's delay has that.
Yep.
Not to brag. But I love the idea of creating space for the sake of your mixing. So trying to get your synths to sit in different places. I love that specifically for randomness. I feel like is a really good place to use that. So if it's like, however you decide to spread things, applying some level of randomness to that can be really nice. So like you got something that's like a little tucked in, it's a little wider than mono. You could apply randomness to whatever effect that is that's doing that. And that kind of thing is really nice.
Totally.
Or, even like a chorus is kind of random.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not in time with the tune.
100%. Yeah.
So you get randomness from that, or
I've been loving
you know.
the chorus lately. Chorus is fucking sick.
love chorus.
What
Dang.
chorus do you use?
So 3. Yeah. Depending on the
At
moment.
same time or just out
No.
free? Okay.
All different moments. So yeah, that's what I was
Dang.
gonna say. Is like, if I'm building a patch in Serum, I honestly do love the Serum chorus. That's just like in the effects section. Something about it just gives it this weird, like, super blurry signal. You know, I love that. Melda has a multi-band chorus that's fucking
Of course they do.
insane. Yeah, and
Not what I
you
meant.
can
Sorry, guys.
you can get some.
Hey, multi-band chorus. Of course they do.
So I don't use that
It's
for like
quite
a general chorus. I use that when I'm using like a
General chorus.
general chorus. When I'm trying to do some like weird sound design shit, because you can get so weird with
Right.
a multi-band chorus. It's insane.
I bet.
Interesting. I gotta find that one.
Yeah, dude, it's a good one. And then honestly, the KHS chorus it's my least favorite.
To Kilohertz, yeah.
Yeah, Kilohertz one, but like sometimes it just adds like this really, really nice width that you just don't. I don't know. It just sounds different.
Not the Ableton chorus.
Never the Ableton chorus. I hate that
That's
one.
too bad. You should join Bitwig. The Bitwig Chorus Plus is fucking tight.
Oh Jesus!
It's
It is
so
very
tight.
nice.
Oh,
I mean,
jeez.
the chorus, the normal one's great too. The Chorus Plus is just even better.
I feel like each DAW has like a few plugins that are stock that are just
Banging.
steps above
Yeah.
the rest.
Right.
Like FL
Yeah.
has Lux for Bitwig has the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
Ableton has
Glue.
I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say Bitwig.
Something,
The
yeah.
chorus would be
The-
the main one.
No, the
for
chorus is
Bitwig,
not the best
but-
thing about Bitwig. It's really good, but
yeah,
But
no,
every
I
DAW
haven't used
does-
Bitwig.
what would
Every DAW does kind of have a
I don't
thing where
hate the
they're like
Ableton chorus, honestly. I'm fine
something
with
I
it.
do love that you brought up like very early in the podcast is Bitwig's FL Studio's piano roll is fucking sick. How you can I remember when I was
can
using it,
ghost note?
you can ghost note and you can
Yeah,
like if you make a
cool.
chord progression, you can just slide like pitch bend one note into a higher note, like based off the color or something.
not off the. I don't know if you could probably do it off the color, but like
I think that's what I
there's,
did because I didn't know what I
slides
was
built
doing.
in. If you just double click a note,
Yeah,
like
dude.
there's everything. You could do ARPs, of course, like randomize.
Yeah, you can
randomize
strum.
everything on. Yes, strum is really nice. Just Alt S.
FL
Randomize
Studios.
like a filter, like all mods built into it. You could randomize velocity, like everything.
Hell yeah.
Pretty nice.
Into the MIDI note? Jesus.
Yeah, into the MIDI.
fuck.
So it's like you don't have to like. You could just
That
have
is
one
dope.
synth and
Yeah.
do all this variation
jealous
with
of
it.
that.
Just make it like sound really unique
Oh,
without
dude.
having to run like a huge chain.
Yeah.
pretty
I guess I'll use like Humanize for randomizing
Ranonymity.
MIDI,
randomity?
which I actually do use it a lot. Like the fucking
Nice.
thing is
nice.
trying to make your MIDI content feel more
A little
natural.
more natural. A lot of times
FL
just
Studio's killing it.
manually do that shit.
I know. Same.
I'll
That's
just-
what I always
I'll
do
just
too.
spend the
Yeah.
fucking man hours sit there adjusting velocities and timings on MIDI notes until I'm just like, yeah, that sounds cool.
Dude, I'll
just sit there for hours.
I don't always do this, but certain tracks where I'm like, this needs it. I'll break down my chord progression where the root note is in one track, the third is in another, the fifth is in another, and then the sevenths and extra fun bits are in another. And then you automate them each slightly different, like FL Studios is doing, where like maybe the filter's just down on this note compared
Right.
to up here on the other, and it takes so long, but it sounds like fucking like natural and good.
Yeah, I mean, if you had some way to set each one of those filter things to randoms, then you kind of just make it in one patch, duplicate it a bunch of times, and then just deactivate the notes you want. And
True.
then you just have it really fast.
Yeah.
But you'd have to, find something better than the Max for Live LFO because the random on that thing sucks.
It won't be quite as automated sound. Like you can't like really do the finesse of like pure like
Right.
those
Right.
kind of
Right.
like rises and things.
Mm-hmm.
Randomness not good for that.
But you know what is good?
What?
These last few questions we got in from
Oh, also, pull up Discord at some point, Caleb.
Oh yeah, we got a track for the end.
We got, for the first time, we're going to play some unreleased
mean to push that.
music.
You laughing at his track, bro?
Should we throw out our little thing that we're doing? at
Yeah,
the
let me
moment?
let
All right,
me
we'll do these first.
Do
Okay.
these two questions.
I feel like it still might be too early.
I don't think
If we're
it's too
thinking
early.
about the same thing.
Yeah, the war.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
I
Bring it
mean,
up.
it's already
Okay.
been on Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it.
Um,
Why not?
question from Opie Dang.
Oh, Opa Dang. I love her.
Dang.
She's killing it.
Says, is OTT overrated or underrated?
I feel like we've done this before.
We might have.
I'm gonna say it's underrated.
Mm.
To play devil's advocate,
Overrated.
it's
What
overrated.
do you think,
okay?
Ben?
I think it's good. It's a little overrated. Like it's not just like a one and done. Like it's really situational.
Yeah,
like,
it is. You're
Sometimes
right.
like certain synths or like
Yeah.
certain tracks, it's like you put like 20% OTT. Like don't fucking touch
Yeah.
any of it, and it just
Right.
sounds way better.
A
And then
little
other-
squeeze.
just a little bit, and then other stuff it just too much. 'cause,
100%.
Like, people put OTT on everything, or like
Yeah,
put it on
it
the
sucks
master,
the life out.
and then it's like.
On the master?
Like
Oh,
I've,
yeah.
I've put it like on 1%
Yeah,
master.
same.
That's
Oh,
fine.
I could see that. I could see
It's
that.
like really small, but
1
if
to
it's, like-
10%.
I
A
feel
little
like 10's
something.
a lot, but like
I've thrown it on the
That's
master
fair.
before.
1%.
I'll
That's
put
fair.
it. I'll put it in a group at 1%, and then I'll put that group in another group and put that
Oh,
at 1%.
whoa!
Yo, I heard you like groups,
So
dog.
it's 1% of a
Dude.
1%. It's so subtle.
I
son.
hear that gives you some pretty serious phasing issues, to be honest.
Dude.
it actually
Your
has
mix is
tapeworm.
trash.
Fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
I think for rhythm guys, OTT is still underrated, but for every other genre, overrated.
Okay.
And I'm saying that with love because
That's
I'm
fair.
a rhythm guy, so don't hate me.
Okay. Vapor
All right.
Cruz shouted out overrated. I
Oh.
guess he didn't shout
like
it.
that he's in here.
He said it at a moderate
Yeah,
inside
let's
voice.
Let's go Vapor Cruise.
It was all lowercase. You were correct.
Wait, did you give your answer?
Yep. He said overrated.
Overrated.
Okay.
Question from Metallica.
Oh,
Shout out,
damn.
boys.
Shout
They're
out
they're always
Metallica.
hanging out.
They're
in
watching.
fucking
they're
chat.
kicking it.
That's what Metallica sounds like.
If you had to die on a hill, Valhalla Vintage or Valhalla Room?
Well phrased. Metallica.
That's
I'm gonna go vintage. I like
Okay.
vintage better than room.
Vintage.
Yeah.
I main Vintage right now, but I'll go Room. Just because I've used Room longer and I know how to make that kind of do the same thing
I
that
main it.
Vintage can do.
I'm gonna go with vintage.
Yeah, let's go.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys, dude.
I think that was the first time ever that we've all agreed on a thing.
I didn't. I said Room. Bro.
Oh, well. Okay.
So you're wrong.
I was paying attention, dude. Never mind. We still haven't hit the holy matrimony.
Nice button remembrance. It's a game of memory every single time we get in here.
What?
All
the
right,
fuck?
we're done, right?
No. We got a
We got a shout out, folks.
unreleased track.
I know, but real quick, the war.
Oh,
Folks who don't know, Dong Kong, go look him up on Spotify. DONKONG.
yeah.
Don Kong.
Hong Kong. Ben, this is actually
it's
a fun
Tom
thing that's
Finster
happening with
and
us like, right now.
Johannes. Last name
Oh,
here.
it's a like schlumpy.
Yeah, I can't remember his last name.
It's a fun.
I mean, to me, that is what his name is at this point. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're at war.
Shout out both those boys.
Shout out Schlumpy.
We were in their feedback channel last week, and they didn't like that we're just throwing them heaters.
Yeah.
So they said we're at war. So Always 400
They
is at
declared
war
war against
with
us.
Dong Kong, and there's going to be a contest at the end of March. That's all you need to know for
That
now.
shit's called We Are Humans.
Yeah, you can go look them up on Twitch. We Are Humans.
Wawav.
They will
Yeah.
give you amazing feedback. They do it
every Wednesday at noon.
Wednesday noon.
Well, it's noon for
Mountain time.
Standard Time, so whatever that is for y'all. So yeah, now
Anyway.
we have a little
Sneaky
peeky.
the first time.
Let's go ahead and open this. Sick it open in the
We'll
right
just play
window.
like 30 to 45 seconds or whatever feels right. But
Let me figure out how to get
fucking
there.
Ben is blessing us with a new track.
A little ID.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Little ID
Unsigned,
access.
unreleased. If anyone wants it.
Fuck yeah, hit the boy up.
We got
Play
we
that
got,
shit out.
We got major labels
We got
following
major
this
labels,
shit,
yeah.
dude.
It's true.
Sony Universal, they're watching right now.
Oh. Fade in. Here we go. I like these drums already. Spin back.
Starting it over.
Hell yeah, dude. Spin that shit back. You know what I'm saying? The drums were too good. The drum intro. Exclusive.
Ben,
Always 400 exclusive. We got to make sure nobody downloads this track from our stream.
yeah, you're right.
Always 400 exclusive.
There you go.
Exclusive. Thank you. Yeah.
I like the chords.
We going drop word.
Bruv. London.
Hey,
Bristol.
crumpets.
Ooh, a little Reese boy.
Oh, let's go, boy. Let's go.
Biscuits.
Yes. Which one is always 400 on? Is it on the third?
Always,
Dude, Aaron is gonna fucking love this track.
always, always 400.
Just stomping all over your track while we're listening to it.
A little bit, but I need to make sure nobody downloads this shit.
Always 400.
Yeah,
They gotta wait for the release.
It's a vibe.
I do
Yeah,
like this.
dude, this is
Goddamn
fucking
vibe.
so good. This is so good. You and Aaron are gonna get along. Like, you guys are in such a similar vein.
So
Fucking,
sensual.
It's sick. Oh.
Oh yeah. Meet me on the dance floor.
I'll make you dance more.
Naked on the dance floor.
BBC Radio 1 exclusive.
400.
Always
Exclusive.
400.
The chord from this is the Bitwig idea, the next one.
Okay.
Alright, that's why I figured out this is
Oh, no shit.
this.
Okay.
I found the voicing from Bitwig.
I see.
Oh, nice.
Oh, let's go.
It's just like a detuned sign with like unison.
Okay.
And it's
Okay.
it's a voicing from Bitwig.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
The voicing from the
Oh, yeah.
picture
Yeah.
you showed? Okay, sick.
It's slightly different.
Sure.
Well, hell yeah.
That's the track, pretty much.
Ladies and gentlemen, look out for this motherfucker. It's gonna be blasted out into the world, I'm sure, here soon. And if not, go see him live.
Go
maybe
get blasted.
he'll drop it.
Folks, I hope he does drop it. And I hope you all get blasted.
I mean, it
Flavor
is
blasted.
hot, so
Like
you
you
don't want to
said.
hold on to it.
Nope. It's a hot potato. Sorry, our mini meters wasn't working. I updated it, but for some reason it's
I was wondering.
it
what was
shows
taking
it.
you so long.
It shows it, but I meant to bring it up at the beginning of the podcast, but it shows it. But for some reason, every time I open it, it doesn't it doesn't exist anywhere on any screen. So I don't know where it is. And I tried reinstalling it, didn't help. So I have no idea.
Dude,
Just
Vapor
doesn't work.
Cruise was livid.
I know, my bad, Vapor. Folks, thanks for tuning in to episode 145
Thank
with
you for being here.
Be Goody.
Mr.
Thanks, Ben, for coming on.
Yeah, thank you
Appreciate
for
that.
being here, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude, it was
It
super
was sick.
fun.
It was good.
Gonna have to have you
Absolutely.
on again. We're running late. Look at that.
Yeah.
Love
I
to
know
see
we
ya.
went over.
Went along.
Folks, you know what to do. Hit the sub. Hit the the follow. The love you.
Give us your
The
firstborn
share.
son. All of
All
that.
the things.
Yeah.
And
Gold.
folks.
I'd prefer gold to firstborn.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, sorry.
I'll take gold, but also gold stars. Gold stars are good.
Real quick, Ben, do you wanna plug anything? Where can people find you?
Yeah, I'm on SoundCloud. Just look up Be Goody. Instagram, begoody.dj. Spotify, Be Goody. Look out for my Spotify. Got a bunch of releases planned this year. 3 different labels so far, 3 different countries. Big things soon. But yeah, just keep checking my Spotify. And this summer, have a bunch of stuff planned.
Hell yeah.
And some
Fuck
self-releases too.
Fuck yeah, boy. Thank you for being here, man. It was good.
Fuck yeah, big ups. Folks, check you later.